Hello, Meru TV viewers, and welcome to Siasa. I'm your host, Godfrey Mutiga. Today, I speak to the Governor of Meru, His Excellency, Governor Kiraitu Murungi. Governor Kiraitu Murungi is also the leader of the Devolution Empowerment Party and is seeking the election on this particular party. Today, the Governor of Meru speaks to Meru TV, which is an online platform at Meru TV on Facebook and also Meru TV on YouTube. The big question is, will the people of Meru re-elect Governor Kiraitu come August 2022? Well, the governor is here to speak to that particular issue. Governor Kiraitu, welcome to Siasa on Meru TV.
Thank you very much, Mutiga.
Yes.
Yes.
All right, Governor. Thank you very much for creating your time out of your busy schedule in your campaigns to speak to Meru.
Yeah, we have heard about Meru. You watched it on Facebook.
Yes.
It's a great initiative. I'm also happy to be part of it.
Okay, thank you very much, Governor.
Yeah.
Now, Governor, you've been in politics for 30 years.
Yes.
Actually, going by your public pronouncement, you've said you've even been in politics more times than the famous king of Meru, yes, the late Honorable Angaine.
Right.
Now, what do you look back in those 30 years and smile about as a politician?
Okay, we came into politics in 1990s when the country was under a single party dictatorship. There was no freedom.
Yeah.
Even in media, we're only talking about KBC.
All right.
So I think there are a lot of things to celebrate about our politics in the last 30 years. And even if nothing else, the psychological liberation that we have given our people.
Yeah.
There's a lot of freedom in this country. So I think our dream of creating a democracy in this country has been achieved. We have killed the culture of fear and silence. Kenyans are now very vocal. They don't fear anybody. They talk about anything.
Yeah.
So for me, this is intangible. That freedom that we brought about, I think is something to celebrate.
Okay.
But there are also other things, especially at the economic level as well. The opening up of the Kenyan economy,
All right,
I think is something to talk about. All those skyscrapers you see in Nairobi,
yes,
they were not there during the one-party rule.
Yeah.
They came with us, and more so during the Kibaki regime.
Yes.
Infrastructure, like things like electricity were privilege.
Yeah.
Of the rich, of the few. Now there's electricity almost in every village. Education was not free.
Yes.
Now, free primary and even the secondary school education,
Yes,
is now being taken for granted. So I think we have opened up a lot of opportunities, yes, even in the social sector.
all right. Well, in those 30 years of being a politician, are there regrets that maybe you look back and say there are some things you'd have done differently as a politician?
Yes, of course, not that I would have done differently, but maybe you can call it political frustration.
Okay.
We had high dreams for this country. I would have one united, progressive society.
Yes.
That time we used to fight KANU for monetizing Kenyan politics, and converted it into a kind of auction. Every election, it was getting determined by how much money, somebody has.
Okay.
And Kanu was winning by bribing voters. And we thought this is a culture that would change. Unfortunately, over time, this culture seems to have deepened, in our society. I think despite all these years of civic education, money is still king in Kenyan politics. Even the people who are trying to liberate from poverty do not see voting as a constitutional right.
Okay.
Even to liberate themselves, change regimes, change leaders, who can benefit them.
Yes.
And they see it as an opportunity to get some little change from politicians and all that. So we have lost the dream about constitutional rights, especially the right for political participation.
Okay.
So politics and the campaigns still remain captured by the rich and the powerful.
Yes.
And that money worship, that culture of money worship in politics, still dogs our politics and then defines our political culture.
Yes.
So that's one of the things I feel we have not progressed.
Yes.
And political consciousness of Kenyans seems to fall far below what we had in 1990.
Yes.
People like us would not have been elected if we are starting our politics today.
Okay.
Because that time we were fighting for idealism.
Yes.
We were fighting to remove dictatorship. We were fighting to liberate our people, from poverty. And the people listened to us.
Yes.
They followed us. These days, it is highly unlikely for just a young dreamer to be elected into politics.
Yes.
Because the question is, hiyo kitu kidogo umetuacha na nini? As it seems to cover everything else. It blinds people.
Yes.
And we are electing leaders who have no dreams. Anybody with some bags of money, so it seems like can be elected in this country now.
Yeah, sure.
So that's one of the things we feel we have not achieved.
Yeah.
The other area was this area of ethnicity. At that time in 1990s, we thought we could have one cohesive Kenya.
Yes.
Indeed, we thought it was so possible to have Kenya without reference to where you come from. We thought we would have Kenya, which basically defines you by your dreams of where you want to go.
Yeah.
But it has not happened. And despite all our talk of one people, one Kenya, Kenya still remains a country of many peoples.
Okay.
Yes, we are Kenyans, but we are Kikuyus. We are Kenyans, but we are Luos. We are Kenyans, but we are Merus.
Yes.
Etc.
Yes.
I think we have not been able to convert this state called Kenya into a nation called Kenya.
Okay.
And we have performed dismally in that area compared to a country like Tanzania,
Yes.
which is our neighbor. Yeah, so I think this is another dream which we feel, has not happened, despite all the talk and all the civic education done in that area.
All right.
And then thirdly, of course, the issue of corruption. Corruption is usually associated with leaders.
Yes.
But even the wananchi in Kenya, they are very corrupt. Even low-level clerks, you can't move one piece of paper from one office to another without meeting somebody on the way, asking for something.
Yes.
Yeah, so the culture of corruption is also deeply entrenched in our society.
Okay.
So those are my three regrets.
All right.
Yeah, lack of political consciousness.
Yes.
The money, the capture of money.
Yes.
Of politics, and of course that culture of corruption and ethnicity.
All right, Bwana Governor, you served in 2002 nationally as a minister in the Kibaki era, and this government and a lot of optimism for the people of Kenya.
Right.
But it seems that optimism has eroded, has gone away. What do you think went wrong, and how can Kenyans get back the social and economic liberation back to them?
Actually, we did very well in 2002. We thought we underachieved our dream of one nation, one Kenya, and progressive Kenya at that.
Yes.
But the political fights at the top, the elite factional struggles are the ones which brought us back.
Okay.
And I think these personal political rivalries between our leaders continue to bedevil Kenyan politics.
Yes.
Yeah, because we are not creating systems. We get individuals first.
Yes.
And then the individuals define the systems.
Okay.
So when the president and deputy president fight, we start with them. And then each of them defines the system.
Okay.
And once you get to power, again power gets personalized. Yeah, so we have not been able to institutionalize Kenyan politics.
Okay.
Even political parties.
Okay.
They are mere vehicles for propelling people
to power.
To power. Once they get to power, political parties are quickly forgotten.
Yeah.
Then they are looked for again when we are doing the next election.
Yes. What do you think is the solution, Governor?
Actually, the solution to all these problems, I think to me lies with the leadership.
Okay.
I think what the country needs, and I don't know how we can get there, is, can I call it a philosopher king kind of leadership? We need highly intelligent, highly focused, but also tough and no-nonsense leaders.
Okay.
We have seen some of them before in other countries. A place like Singapore, which is just was a rock, a very poor country. But because of a strong leader there called Lee Kuan Yew, he was able to transform that country into one of the richest economies in the world. In Africa, I think our model should be Kagame.
Okay.
Basically inherited a graveyard where more than 500,000 people and be killed.
Yes.
But in a matter of a decade or so, Kagame is now the envy of Africa.
All right.
I think he has tried his best. So the question lies with the kind of leaders, that you have.
Okay.
Yeah, we need very progressive,
yes,
but also tough leaders.
All right.
Yeah.
Governor,
I think in this country,
yes,
the closest we can come is Mother Karua.
Okay.
If Mother Karua can get into leadership of this country, I think she's the closest of what I think we...
So you're saying Mother Karua can bring back the optimism that Kenyans had?
I think Mother Karua can do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Governor, a quick question on your manifesto. A quick look at your 2017 manifesto. You wanted to achieve some legacy programs. For example, the provision of water to every household.
Yes.
Now, have you been able to, provide water for the residents of Meru, both for domestic and industrial use, in your own opinion?
Yes, I think if you study my manifesto and said I will do 5 boreholes in each of the wards,
yes,
where we border with this Euro, I've actually done much more than that. I've done in some places, I've done 9, other 6. So, I have achieved that.
yes,
But the problem is much bigger. You go to the area, there's still a lot of water poverty. And I think we need to invest a lot more there.
Okay.
The problem with water, water sector, is there has been chronic underinvestment
Okay.
in water. If you look at the other infrastructural developments, you might find one road costing 10 billion Kenya shillings.
Okay.
If you do a water project of 10 billion, you can transform a society.
Yes.
But we don't have that kind of money. The money we have spent there in drilling boreholes and providing water in Meru,
Yes.
for the 5 years, is just about 1.8
Yes.
billion.
Yes.
So if there is more money, I think we can transform the entire sector.
Yes.
We can make water.
Yes.
We can make Meru a completely. We can eliminate water poverty.
Okay.
In Meru.
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward. We get more resources. Where I've done only 200 boreholes,
Yes.
I can double that. I can do 400.
Yes.
And you can see there's a big change.
Manifesto. You've said you now want to concentrate on social development,
Yes.
especially on the youth, women, and the elderly. Actually, you want to pump 1 billion for
1
youth
billion, yes.
and 1 billion for women.
Yeah.
And we also want to, look at the elderly people.
Yeah.
How will you achieve this, putting the fact that there has been, money delaying from, release from the treasury? How do you intend to achieve all this?
I'm tying all this to regime change.
Okay.
Actually, there has been lack of political will
Okay.
in implementation of devolution
Okay.
in the country
Yes.
in the previous regime.
Yes.
And that is why you saw, whereas the salaries of the civil servants of the national government
Yes.
don't delay, they are paid religiously
Yes.
at the end of every month.
Yeah.
The salaries of devolved units of the counties,
Yes.
they are usually chronically delayed.
Yes.
We are usually to rely on bank overdrafts to pay our staff.
Yes.
So we believe the regime which will be coming,
Yes.
especially the Azimio regime, because I've talked to both Raila Odinga and Mother Karua, and they've said when they get in, the evolution will be taken much more seriously,
Yes.
and that they are going to increase the resources from 15 to the 35%.
Yes.
So when that happens, I'm going to have more resources in Meru County.
Okay.
I'm going to get an extra 6 billion Kenya shillings.
Yes.
So that's the money I've said. When I get the 6 billion, I'll set aside 1 billion
Yes.
for a youth development fund, and another 1 billion for a women development fund. And with this money, I don't intend to give loans, because your business, you know.
Yes.
You can start a business today and start making a profit tomorrow.
Yeah.
And indeed, many of the businesses also fail. So I've said we'll give grants to youth enterprises.
Yes.
We'll also use some of the money. It's not all the youth who are in business.
Yes.
Some want more education. We can fund youth to get more skills,
Yes.
etc.
Yes.
Yeah, so the money is for empowering the youth. Yeah.
All right. Now, on the issue of money and remuneration of workers and everything, we have seen the constant bickering of the healthy workers, especially when it comes to the issues of salaries. How do you intend to, and most probably if you win the next election this year, to deal with this issue, maybe once and for all?
All boils down to the same thing.
Yes.
It's money. If we get more resources, I'll make sure the health workers are paid in time.
Okay.
Those who need promotion are promoted. But we'll also invest more in health supervision. What happens now is we might post like 2 or 3 nurses in a health center in a rural place.
Yes.
When they get there, they make their own arrangement. They agree that you'll work today, your colleague will work the other day. So they leave 1 person instead of 2. And this is a local arrangement they have made within the institution.
Yes.
Now, where we are the county, we are not able to effectively supervise all the rural dispensaries. So we need to appoint inspectors who will be going around to ensure that people report in time, and indeed there is no laxity in the rural areas.
Yes.
So with more money, we can create more efficiency. Also, sometimes there are drugs, there are drug delays. We buy our drugs from KEMSA.
Yes.
If there are delays from KEMSA, then drain goes down the chain.
Yes.
So the drugs might get finished
Yes.
in our facility,
Yes.
but we have not received our
money.
consignment from KEMSA.
All right.
So this has been another constant complaint about shortage of drugs.
Yes.
But it's just because of irregular supply from those institutions.
Yes.
So, but now I think we are fighting so that that monopoly can be removed, so that you can access your drugs from other suppliers as well.
Yes.
And then with more resources, even that is a problem which you can overcome.
All right.
So really the question boils down to money.
All right.
Yeah.
Now, Bwana Governor, a little bit on the politics of the day. We've seen what political pundits are calling the UDA wave in Meru.
Yes.
And sometimes you have even seen booing of some of your supporters in even in your home ground by maybe UDA supporters. Do you think this will be your political Waterloo, because you have been a seasoned politician for quite a while, a long time now? Do you think this will affect you in any way as a seasoned politician?
I think for sure.
Yes.
Would I the ground first? UDA captured the ground here before Azimio came into existence.
Okay.
And the wave is there for sure.
Okay.
We acknowledge that.
Yes.
Yeah, but I don't think it's going to affect me as a politician.
Okay.
Yeah, because first the people of Meru look at individuals also. It's not only the political wave which is at play.
Okay.
The other political dynamics, the other factors which come into play. They also look at individuals. This person you want to elect, you know, what is their history, how they performed in the past. Can we trust them?
Okay.
You know, where are they taking us in the future? So the Merus also calculate that.
Yeah.
There are also current dynamics. I talked about the ethnicity in our Kenyan politics. So that also comes into play.
Yes.
You go to some places, maybe places like Embu.
Yeah.
The clans still play a very huge role. So this mix also comes, and this kind of brings new dynamics into your wave theory.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
May call it.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so and the way things are, because we also do analysis.
Okay.
UDA can do well in Meru. We will do well in Meru, I think so. And in Mount Kenya region. But they are not going to win the national elections. The analysis we have shows that UDA will do better in Mount Kenya region. It will do better in some part of Rift Valley. But overall, they are going to lose. So your next president will be Raila Amolo Odinga and Deputy Martha Karua.
Okay.
And the Meru's risk being thrown into opposition again, like we had done in sometimes the past.
Yes.
And because we don't have a global picture of politics.
Yes.
Everybody is looking at the neighbors in Meru and around.
Yes.
Yeah. So personally, I think I have my own strategies of winning the election. I will survive and I will win.
Okay.
And then we shall have friends in government. And I hope to be able to attract more resources from the national government to Meru.
All right.
Because I will be part of the national winning team.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Mheshimiwa, talking about your political opponents, you seem recently to, your political opponents to go for, what one would say, they are juggler. You are not used to that kind of politics. You seem now right to go straight to their juggler, especially the Honorable Lintori and Honorable Kawira Mwangaza. Why the strategy now?
No, in the finishing line.
Okay.
One was to run the fastest.
Okay.
You can. No, I think they have not spared me either.
All right.
Isn't it?
All right.
Yeah, in politics, there's the Old Testament of the tooth for a tooth. You know which place.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, we have to tell the people who these people are. So that there are no mistakes when they are casting their votes.
Okay.
So they know that we are really mudslinging the opponents, but we are telling the truth about them.
Okay.
Yeah.
What should the people of Meru know as the truth about these two?
First, none of them is actually academically qualified to be a governor.
Okay.
We have cases with them in court. The cases have not been concluded. For Kawira, Kawira trying to go to Kenya Methodist University, she was expelled. When she sent somebody else to sit an exam for her. Then she says she went to Kampala International University, and we have a letter from that university.
Yes.
Saying that, yes, she registered way back in 2008. But by 2017, when we did the last elections, she had not graduated.
Okay.
10 years later.
Okay.
And she says up to now, she had not completed the unit there.
Okay.
She did not graduate. But she has a degree certificate from the same university. So we have a letter from the university saying she did not graduate from there.
Yes.
But she has a degree.
Yes.
So is that degree genuine? So it's the court which is going to determine that.
Okay.
For Linturi, Linturi went to Egembe Boys and sat an exam in O-level, 1989. In Egembe Boys that time, only 3 people got a C+. There was no B. And Linturi was not part of those who got a C+. He got a C-. We have the list of all the students who sat the exam that time. But somehow, Linturi managed to get an O-level exam certificate showing he had a B-. Nobody and a B- from the Egembe Boys that time. Then he used these qualifications of B- to attend a university in India, where he graduated, I think with a BCom, the Bachelor of Commerce.
Yes.
But the Anti-Corruption Authority has been to India, and we have a letter from them saying that there was no such university from where Linturi got
the degree.
His BCom.
Okay.
Then he used the BCom, which was fake, to get entry into University of Nairobi.
Okay.
University of Nairobi was a good student, and he did an exam and passed in law. But later on, the university discovered that he did not meet minimum entry requirements. So the university revoked the degree.
Yes.
But in revoking the degree, the university did not call Linturi to give him an opportunity to be heard.
Okay.
So Linturi went to court and said the rules of natural justice had been breached.
Okay.
And therefore, the court said the process of cancelling Linturi's degree was wrong.
Yes.
Because Linturi was not given an opportunity to be heard.
Okay.
So they said the university should not have cancelled the degree that way. But they said if the proper procedure is followed, the university has a right to cancel the degree.
Okay.
So that's why we are with Linturi. We are saying he is not qualified because with a C- and without all those degrees which he claims to have had, then he does not meet the academic qualifications.
Yes.
We are also in court, with him. But in addition to that, we are asking people to look at their record.
Okay.
Kawira Mwangaza has been in parliament for 5 years.
Yes.
We are asking Kenyans to look at the answered of parliament.
Yes.
And tell us one single thing where Kawira was in a debate in the National Assembly and they said anything about Meru. When did she talk about Mera?
Yes.
When did she talk about coffee or milk or roads or water in Meru? So our 5 years were just a waste. You can't compare with the predecessor, Florence Kajuju.
Yes.
Kajuju was known as a debater.
Yeah.
She even organized the select committee on Mera and even took us to London to campaign for Mera. Compared Kajuju and Kawira, Kawira has performed dismally in parliament.
Yes.
So then Who does she work with? She has never sat down with any MCAs. She has never sat down with any MP. Even she has not sat down with any bishop or any other leader. You cannot read a county the way you read your own personal business. The only man she moves around with is one man called Morega, who is a musician. He plays a guitar for her during the day and at night. So the county business is much more complex, and the province of Meru can be solved by playing guitar, to them. A leader should have a dream.
Yes.
When Moses was leading people from Egypt, he had a dream of a promised land.
Yes.
A land flowing with milk and honey. He had never been there himself. It's a dream he had when he was in Egypt. And he mobilized people to take them to that land which he dreamed of.
Yes.
And that is what leadership is about. You have to have a vision, you have to have a dream, and then you organize people to try to take them to the dream.
Okay.
What is Kawera's dream? Any illiterate person in the village can buy mountain boots and brackets. You don't need a degree, you don't have to go to primary school, to do that.
Okay.
So, if the dream is just to buy blankets and mountain boots, I don't think you need to be a governor, for that. At least for me, I have called people together, all the town bishops, all the academics, entrepreneurs, and we have come up with a vision 2040 for Meru. We have a dream of where Meru should be 20 years from now. And what we're asking for is an opportunity to implement that dream within the next 5 years. The remaining one will be implemented by a governor who comes after, after me. Same can be said of our brother, Mheshimiwa Rinturi. Rinturi has been in the Senate for the last 5 years. Look at the answered. Tell me one positive thing which Rinturi has said about Meru. Rinturi is famous in Parliament just for asking for pay rise for MPs. Even when there was a debate about whether we should have more money in Meru, because there was that hard formula being brought by Commission on Revenue Allocation, CRA. That formula, if implemented, would have increased the allocation of money coming to Meru from 9 billion to about 11 billion.
Okay.
But Rinturi voted against the formula.
Okay.
And when we asked him why he done it, he said it was because the formula was not favoring the Rakanivi. So the question was he elected a senator for Meru or for the Rakanivi? So they did nothing positive. You look at Article 96 of the Constitution. One of the key functions of a senator is to promote the interests of the county. The Rinturi should tell the people of Meru what interest of the county has he promoted as the senator of Meru. When I was senator of Meru, I called the MPs and even the governor for the day. And we went to the president and we negotiated for 20 kilometers of tarmac roads in each of the constituencies of Meru. Each and every constituency was given 20 kilometers, a total of 180 kilometers. All these roads we are complaining about were those roads. Contractors were brought, but many of the roads have not been completed. At least I did that as a senator. I was promoting the interests of Meru County. Rinto has been meeting members of parliament. What have they been talking about?
Okay.
What can they tell us one single thing that you know, he read the members of parliament to fight for?
Okay.
You know, in Meru. Yeah, so we are questioning his record.
Yes.
You know, as a leader of Meru.
Okay.
I don't want to talk about personal character.
Yes.
I leave Merus and Kenyans to judge. Yeah, because you know, how those cases pending in court.
All right. Mheshimiwa, you have talked about a quick one on what you have talked about political rivalry. We have seen, you know, some political rivalry between you and the CS Agriculture, Peter Munya.
Yes.
Do you think, in your opinion, this is likely to affect the vote basket for Azimio in Meru come August 2022?
For sure, I think we could have done much better.
Okay.
If we work together as a cohesive team for Azimio. And we have released this one with the Raila Odinga.
Yeah.
Munya was appointed to be the coordinator of Azimio, not only in Meru,
Yes.
but in Mount Kenya region.
Yeah.
And his style has been this.
Yeah.
They come in a vehicle with a friend of his called Mpuraburi.
Okay.
And they enter from Meru, and they talk from the top of the vehicle, telling people to vote for Raila and Azimio.
Yes.
And of course, the people they are talking to, they have not talked to them before.
Yes.
They have not even been properly mobilized and educated.
Yes.
So, ni kelele tu wanapiga. In the stages from Embu, they come to Tharaka-Nithi, they wanarushiana maneno na vijana, akiwaambia Azimio anaambiwa unda, then it comes to Meru, and they drive all the way to Maua,
Yeah.
and then after that they go back to Nairobi. So we are saying the Azimio of Meru has been on the road and driving to and fro. We have never sat down as key leaders of Azimio. Politics is about planning, it's about strategy. So that's been lacking in Meru. And okay, I've been doing that. And we were waiting to be mobilized until it was very late, until we saw nothing, you know, it was happening. So that's how we have come into the scene. And, you know, we requested Raila Odinga, and he appointed another coordinator, but now for Meru, with Mugabe Manyara. And it is through Mugabe Manyara that we have opened the Azimio office in Meru. Meru town in Makutano, and we have started bringing people together. Even today, I'm going to meet the PNU, because now I'm the Azimio governor in Meru. I'm the governor for ODM, I'm the governor for PNU, governor for Jubilee, governor for Mbaz, Naki Kenya, all the Azimio parties, you know, in Meru. So we are trying to bring them together and mobilize them for this final push to see whether we can improve the performance ratings for Azimio in this area. But we are starting late, but we are doing our best.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Mheshimiwa, a quick one. As the governor, in case you're elected come August 2022 this year, what is your plans for the mineral industry?
You remember I think earlier this year, we, for the first time in the history of this country, we convened a mineral scientific conference at the University of Nairobi. This conference was attended by actually most of the universities, JKUAT, Nairobi University, AMREF, you know, all those top places, and a lot of scientists came, and other policymakers. Remember, we had 3 ministers there.
Yeah.
We had Matiang, Munya, and Betty Maina.
Yeah.
And the question was, is Miraa a drug? Because one of the major bottlenecks in the Miraa industry has been this classification of Miraa as a drug.
Yes.
And it's a tag which was given to Miraa.
Yes.
You know, during colonial times. So the scientists were able to prove that Miraa is not a drug.
Yes.
That this is a strong stimulant, just like coffee, you know, or tea.
Yes.
And there's a law which was passed in the 1990s called the Narcotics Psychotropic Substances Act, which lists 2 chemical products, caffeine and cathinone, as drugs.
Yes.
Now these substances are found in Miraa, but our argument was they can be controlled.
Okay.
And just even alcohol, you can control the percentages of alcohol in the drinks that you take. So we are saying the first thing we should do is remove Miraa from that classification in the Narcotics and Psychotropic Substances Act.
Okay.
Now, when that is done, then there's a galaxy of opportunities for the Miraa industry. The industry is already ahead of us.
Yes.
During that conference, they displayed Miraa wine. They displayed Miraa sweets. They displayed Miraa whiskey. And then we also showed how to preserve Miraa.
Okay.
The way you preserve flowers and fresh produce from Timau and take it to Europe.
Yes.
Here in Miraa doesn't have to be rushed around in pickups. You can have refrigerated trucks taking Miraa to Mombasa. And it's, you know, since it is chilled, can last for a week or more.
Yeah.
So what we need is to modernize that industry. And my dream as a governor is first of all to Trobe, to remove Miraa from that classification through the Ministry of the Interior.
Okay.
And once that is done, we have talked to other institutions like KEBS, and they have all agreed to give us standards. And then we are going to do value addition for Miraa. My dream is to set up a Miraa processing industry somewhere in Nyambene.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Mheshimiwa, lastly, what has running a devolved system of government taught you as a Honorable Kiraitu? Yes.
You know, before I came here, I've been a minister for 10 years.
Okay.
Running the national government. So I'm familiar with the government processes. But when you come to the county, there are a lot of local dynamics, you know, which come into play and slow you down.
Okay.
You are not able to move as fast, you know, as you want. You know, village issues. Sometimes I'm trying to go to the office. I find myself blocked on the road by border bonders. The governor must address this. Then there's been a lot of frustration, you know, because of the way the money flows.
Yes.
You can't do proper planning. You put contractors in a project, then the money doesn't come from treasury.
Okay.
Then the contractors disappear. Then the wananchi see a market which has not been finished. or another project which is stored.
Yes.
And then stories, pesa imekuliwa. Or governor is inefficient. Yeah, so you have to deal with a lot of negativity and firefighting around you.
Yes.
And then, as governor, you're also not left to do dream things.
Yes.
This is a very basic position. You have to do village politics, and then there's very little time left now for high level
Politics.
for high level politics, high level projects.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's there's so many contradictory demands.
Yes.
If I may call, I may call them. Yeah, so you find you are not as efficient as you'd like to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, but otherwise for me, coming home has been very good. Reconnecting with the Meru, it has been very good for me.
Yes.
And I think one of my most exciting projects is what we have created called the Meru Institute.
Okay.
For promoting our Meru history, language, and the culture.
Okay.
You've seen we have gone back to Cheru, the Njurincheke grounds, and we are doing a huge Njurincheke cultural center.
Yes.
They will be like a mini bombers. We want all our traditional songs and dances to be given space in that place.
All right.
We have just finished writing a book on Meru history, which we are going to distribute to our secondary schools, so that our youth can know where we have come from.
Okay.
There are a lot of youth now, especially elite youth, who are just Merus by name.
Okay.
They are called Mutevia or what, but you really are not even able to speak Meru. You are not able to tell how we came from Boa and all that.
Yeah.
So we won't be taking them for these already camps, so that we can, teach them more about who they are.
Yes.
And such things.
Yeah.
So I'm very excited about preserving the space of Meru for the future generations.
All right.
Yeah.
Mheshimiwa, we have that 5 days to the election. What is your message to your people of Meru?
My message is very simple. Please elect me again. Make me the governor of Meru for the remaining 5 years. As I've been saying, this is my last election. And I still have a dream to fulfill.
Okay.
So my request is to the people of Meru, please vote for us so that we can continue our dream of making Meru great.
All right.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Bwana Governor. Thank you for gracing Siasa on Meru TV and creating time out of your busy schedule to talk to us and speak to us.
Okay, that's good. Thank you so much.
All right. All right. Meru TV viewers, that has been Siasa, been hosting the Governor of Meru, His Excellency Governor Kiraitu Murungi, seeking re-election on a bus party. All right, it's the people of Meru will decide who will be the next governor. But as you have heard, he has talked so much about why he should be elected as the next CEO of Meru County. See you next time.